Welcome back to A Taste of K. In today's video, I'll show you how I made these cheesy beef empanadas. Stay tuned. The ingredients I'll be using to make this cheesy beef empanada is 1 pound of ground beef. I'm using 93% lean, 7% fat, 1 tablespoon of garlic paste, the juice of 1 lime, 1 small onion, as well as bell peppers. I'm using the bell peppers are red, yellow, and orange. I'm going to dice the onions as well as the bell pepper. I have 3 tablespoons of taco seasoning mix, red pepper flakes, salt and pepper, 1 cup of water, shredded cheese, empanada dough. I'm also using 1 to 2 tablespoons of flour as well as oil for frying. For the taco seasoning mix, you could use a store-bought packet or you can follow the ingredients which I have listed on the screen. Here is a close-up of the empanada dough that I'll be using. I'll be using the white as well as the yellow. Per the instructions on the back of the package, it does state to leave at room temperature for 4 hours to completely defrost. In a pot that I had heated on the stove, I'm going to add the ground beef. I'm going to allow the ground beef to brown. Once the ground beef is completely browned, since I was using the 93% lean, 7% fat, it didn't have any excess oil that I needed to drain. So I went ahead and I added my garlic paste and I allowed that to cook for about 3 to 5 minutes. After the ground beef and the garlic paste have been cooking for about 3 to 5 minutes, I'm going to squeeze the juice of 1 lime. I also add the diced onions as well as the diced pepper, and I give everything a quick stir and allow that to cook for about 3 to 5 minutes as well. I also add 3 tablespoons of the taco seasoning mix. To the ground meat mixture, I add 1 cup of water, red pepper flakes, black pepper, as well as salt. I give it a quick mix. I'm going to cover with the lid and reduce the temperature to a medium-low. I'll allow this to simmer until almost all the liquid is gone. Now this is the end result of the ground meat after I'm done cooking it. As you can see, it's not completely dry. There's still some liquid, but it's not like a sauce or a soup. I transferred the ground beef into a bowl, and now I'm going to add the cheese. The cheese that I'm using is a quesadilla shredded cheese, which is basically a queso cheese that's shredded. Feel free to use any kind of cheese you like. You can use shredded, sharp cheddar cheese, you can use mozzarella, any cheese that you like. But for me, I just chose to use this quesadilla shredded cheese. Now that I've mixed the cheese with the ground beef mixture, I'm going to place it to the side. And now we can move on to the next step, which is working on the empanada dough. I had the empanada dough resting on the counter for about 4 hours so it can completely defrost. I'm going to place a few tablespoons of the flour on the cutting board just so the flour won't stick. Some of the empanada dough, they have rips on them. All you have to do is gently press on it so it can seal itself back together. Now this step is very simple. All I'm doing is taking a tablespoon of the filling and I'm going to place it on the empanada dough. I try not to overstuff it so once I seal it, the filling won't leak through. So what I'm doing is gently pressing on the empanada dough to seal it. You can also use water to place along the edges, as you'll see later on in the video, to help seal it, and then you use a fork to gently press down on it. The empanada dough package that I purchased, as you can see, each empanada dough was separated by this plastic film so that it'll make it easier to separate the empanada dough when you're trying to use it. Here is the final step of making the empanada. I have a pot that has vegetable oil. I have the temperature set to around medium high. I'm going to place the empanada in this oil and allow it to fry for a few minutes on each side. Remember, the empanada filling is completely cooked. All I'm doing now is frying the empanada dough till it have this nice golden brown color. Once the empanada is done frying, I'm going to remove it from the oil. I'll allow the excess oil to drain, and I'm going to place it on a cooling rack, or you can place it on some paper towel to remove all the excess oil. If you made it this far into the video and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that now. Here is the end result of the cheesy beef empanadas. I want to say thank you for stopping by A Taste of K. I'll see you in the next video.